we've been lied to again. They got us with this one. These things are killing us slowly. So let's begin.
Stop being humble. Stop being humble. Stop being humble.
Stop being humble.
I know y'all don't want to admit it. I know nobody wants to say it, but let me pull up the definition. It said being or showing modest or low estimate of one's own importance. Okay, it says, the second one says of low or administrative or political rank. Verb, lower someone in dignity or importance. What is the key word here? Low. That's the key word, low. They keep telling us to lower ourselves. And the thing is, you grow up and you believe that, you know what, me lowering myself is me empowering others. It's not, baby. It's not, because what we fail to realize is the energy we carry, it is being transferred and it is being perceived by all those that are around us, even if it isn't said. You walking around lowering yourself, do you think that energy is not being passed on to the next person to lower themselves? We all walking around here lowering ourselves, trying to be humble, when in reality, none of us should be having a low value or a low self-worth, or even being perceived to have low self-value in ourselves. And definitely not to appease the next person. Y'all, my whole life I've heard be humble, be humble, be humble, be humble. And honestly, let me give you a list of all the things that I gained from being humble. I gained
low self-esteem, low self-value, low self-worth.
That's what I got from walking around being humble and trying to lessen myself to others around me. Because the thing is, when you are a good person at heart, when you know you have a light about you, humbling yourself is basically saying, I'm going to walk around and dim my light to not upset anybody. And that is a form of people pleasing.
I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry to say it.
Because the thing is, nobody really respects the person that is lowering themselves. If you walking around here like you don't have no value, you don't have no worth, why should I value you? Why should I respect you? Why should I even see you or hear you? Because, I mean, you don't even see yourself. That's the truth of the matter. And we all need to stop pushing that on other people. We see somebody shine and we see somebody bragging on themselves, boosting themselves up. And the first thing somebody want to tell you is
they need to be humble. They need to humble themselves.
They're basically saying you need to lower yourself. You need to be more quiet about your accomplishments. You need to be more humble. You know, they're telling you really what they want you to do. And who does humbling benefit? Just you feeling good about yourself, you expressing that, you feeling lively, you just being yourself, and then you have a person that's around you that's telling you that you need to be humble. That's benefiting them.
Because your light is making them feel small.
Your bright light is making them feel not as worthy. And the thing about that is
that's not my problem. That's not my job to carry your self-worth on my back.
It's not my job to lower myself at hopes that you don't get offended by my light, by my greatness. This idea that you have to be humble is only to keep the people around you comfortable.
It's only to keep the people around you comfortable.
While you are at war with yourself.
We all should think highly of ourselves. We don't have to be perfect to think we are worthy. We don't have to be perfect to think that we are valuable. We don't have to be perfect to even brag on ourselves, because we all have our own journey. We all have our own path, and we all have our own way of expressing, you know, the joy that we have in our lives. Just because somebody's bragging and you don't personally do that yourself, that doesn't mean that they're wrong in bragging about what they got or what they've done. Whatever feels true to them and whatever way they need to express how they feel about their accomplishments, that has nothing to do with you. If somebody want to post on their page every day,
you want to sit around and talk about they need to be humble. Why? For who? For whom? For whom?
It may come off as bragging to those around me, but to me, it's me boosting myself up. My whole life, I have tried my best to be humble. Y'all, literally, I used to, when I get around new people, like, people would immediately be like,
oh, she thinks she too good. Like, she thinks she all that. Like, she thinks she a bag of chips. And y'all,
I used to get so offended. Like, that's the crazy part about it. How are you getting offended about people saying that they think that you think highly of yourself? Why would you get offended of that? But me being in the humble mindset,
I was like, no, I don't think I'm too good. No, I don't think I'm all that in a bag of chips.
like a fool, like a pure fool. No, you're right. I agree. I do think of myself highly. I do think I'm all that in a bag of chips. I agree. And it's like, I used to get so offended because, like, damn, I don't want people to think that I think I'm too good or I think I'm too better. Ma'am, sir, I can't control what you think of me.
I can control how you feel about me. All I can be is be myself. And however you want to perceive that, however you want to take that within your soul and your being, and you want to view it as me thinking I'm too good or highly of myself, take it.
Because I would rather be viewed as somebody that thinks they too good and thinks highly of themselves than somebody that doesn't think they're good enough, that thinks lowly of themselves, that is humble. I was striving to be humble, but people were seeing me and they were seeing like the light. They were seeing that
This is a bad bitch. This bitch, she knows she the shit.
and it's so crazy that people seen that because internally, I didn't always feel that way. I didn't always feel like I was that bitch. Like, I felt like, you know, I'm me, but I just wasn't walking around just like I'm that bitch because, you know, I'm walking around trying to be humble. So it's like I couldn't even really accept the compliments of people thinking highly of me because I did not want people to think highly of me. I didn't want people to think I thought I was high. You know, I didn't want other people to think that I thought I was better. But it's like, you know what?
Why the fuck not?
Why should I want somebody to, why wouldn't I want somebody to think that I think highly of myself? You don't want to be the person that,
Oh, they don't know their value.
I don't know my self-worth. I don't know my self-value. And that being what they see when they see me. I feel like being humble allows people to see us in that way. Because here we are walking around with all this big bright light, but we are dimming it down. Dimming it down to make sure that nobody gets offended. Dimming it down to make sure that nobody, you know, misunderstanding us. You know, nobody is feeling inferior. Nobody is feeling a negative emotion. But that is out of our control.
If I'm shining this big old bright light everywhere, people are gonna get jealous. People are gonna be upset. People are gonna be mad if I'm walking around just being me. But no, if I'm walking around humble like a peasant, I'm walking around meek.
The synonym of being humble is meek. I'm walking around this bitch meek. Tell me this. Do you want to walk around anywhere being meek? Do you want to walk around anywhere thinking lower of yourself? Because what you think and what you're portraying within yourself, that's outwardly portraying to everybody else. If these people can't handle somebody light, shining bright, then those are not the right type of people. Because I will say this, you shining your light bright will inspire others to do the same.
You shining your light bright will inspire others to do the same.
She walked in here fully confident, shining bright, full in who she is. And that inspired me when I seen her to want to do the same. That inspired me to show my light. That inspired me to be who I am and not have to be any other way just for society's digestion. You walking around here meek, and that's just telling everybody else that they should be doing the same. Like, if you want somebody to take something from you, please don't let it be something that is not even you. You trying to be humble and meek, and you not even that. You loud, you like to talk, you like to dress loud, you like to be seen, you like attention, but you are trying to portray an image that is not meant to benefit you.
You are trying to portray an image that is not meant to benefit you.
Society has pushed people to be humble so we all can walk around here dimming our light.
They want us around here fearful, depressed, down, low.
They don't want us high and feeling ourselves and, you know, feeling the magic that we are, feeling the power that we have, feeling the strength that is within us. They don't want that. They want us walking around here meek, timid, scared. First thing that I have ever done in my life was be humble. I'm saying it because being humble has made me literally walk around on eggshells.
I don't want nobody to think I'm thinking I'm too much. I don't want nobody to get the wrong impression. I don't want nobody to perceive me as X, Y, and Z. Bitch, fuck you. And that's the truth.
I gotta say it. I gotta be the one to say it because it's like my whole life, I thought that you get a prize at the end of the rainbow. There's a prize at the end of the rainbow for you if you walk around here lowering yourself for others, and in the end, you gonna get some magical prize. I'm sorry to tell you,
It doesn't exist.
I'm sorry to tell you that pot of gold that you think is there is a pot
Of regret, a pot of low self-esteem, low self-value, low self-worth.
Now, if you're a person that's calm, cool, and collected, and you don't like to be out loud and proud,
That's your prerogative.
okay? But if you are somebody that likes to attention, that likes to speak, boast, do it. Do it. It's not enough.
People say, oh, it's so ugly, I hate.
No, of course you don't like it. Because the thing is,
A lot of things that people don't like, it stems from them wanting to do that themselves.
it's true. I will be the first to admit, I used to hate when people bragged on themselves. Cause like, bitch, you look dumb. Like, you don't gotta brag on yourself. You ain't gotta say it. People just know. Like, whether that's true or not, like, if I want to brag on myself, why is it offending you? Why are you telling me that I don't have to be that way? And it's like, cause secretly deep down, I want to be that way too. I'm telling you. I'm telling on myself. I'm telling y'all. That's the truth. People want you to do stuff that makes them feel comfortable. That's all it is. You walking in here being loud, proud, and beautiful, it doesn't make nobody comfortable. Cause now they feeling inferior. Cause they already on their meek vibe. They already on their humble, timid vibe. You come in here doing the complete opposite.
Oh, who does she think she is? Like, to go against the status quo.
That's what it is. It's like, y'all, if you think about it, if we were more proud, more boastful, and more cocky, society would be better off, don't you think? We would definitely be not accepting the shit that we've accepted thus far. Let's really get into it. Like, as a collective, if we didn't walk around low in our lower self, trying to lower ourselves for other people, where would we be as a society if we all valued ourselves highly? Where would we be as a society if we all knew our worth and we operated in such? Where would we be? But when you walking around humble, it's telling you not
to expect anything, not to think highly of yourself, not to be proud of yourself, not to give yourself gratitude, not to feel yourself. And it's like, you want me to just,
to keep you comfortable, and that's the truth. It's the truth. They know it, we know it, and it's like, I know it, and the more people know it, the more we can change society around and stop being this way. Stop being humble. Stop being easily digestible. Stop making people comfortable. Make them get out their comfort zone. Ain't they? That's what they say. You grow the most outside of your comfort zone. So if you making people uncomfortable by you showing up as your full self, keep doing it. The more you do it, the more they'll realize, something is going on. I need to make a change. If you walking around in a way that's not authentic to you, to appease other people and make them comfortable, that's the energy that you carry, and that's the energy that you are transferring to the people that you around. That's what you're doing. You don't want to say it, you don't want to admit it, but it's truth. You want to help society, you want to help people, you want to do your part. Your part is showing up authentically you, regardless of who it makes uncomfortable, regardless of who agrees, or regardless of who dislikes it. Show up and be you, because the more you do that, that energy will transfer and transform a whole room. It will, it can. You are that powerful. So please, if you can do me one favor,
stop being humble.